Okay, this is a video on making the OnShape kids toy assignment. Okay, here's the video where you're going to see your link. Once I have it posted, we're going to make an object that basically looks like this at the end of the assignment. First thing you need to do is log into OnShape, create a new document, and you're going to name it your last name kids toy. So I'm logged into OnShape. I say create. I'm going to say whatever my last name is, kids toy. I'm going to hit create. Next thing you're going to want to do is go to your front view, and you're going to want to change it to the front on the cube. So step one, go over here, click on the front view. Okay. And now you're going to start your sketch on it. You're going to make a 3x3 square. So I'm going to say sketch on the front. You can put the square wherever you want. I'm going to just put it right here. So click once and click right here. And then without clicking on these, look, you can hover your mouse over it and it says, it opens a box that you can type how big it should be. So if I hover it over this one, I could say 3 enter, 3 enter. And then I could make this one 3 enter as well. And I can hit the escape to turn that tool off. And then I'm going to move these dimensions out of the way a little bit. Click on them and drag. Okay, so that's step 5. Okay, step 6 was literally just pressing the check button to say you're done with that sketch. So check mark. Now you have that square that's 3 inches by 3 inches. Okay, step 7, we're going to turn it into a cube that's 3 inches in depth. So it's going to be 3x3x3. Okay, extrude is the new tool. It's the first time you guys are turning something from 2D to 3D in this class. So you're going to hit the extrude button right here next to sketch. Click there. And it says right here in blue, it's saying, hey, what do you want to extrude? There's 2 ways you can do it. You can either click on the whole sketch one or you can click it on over here. Since that's the only thing, I'm just going to click right here. Okay. And then I'm going to change depth to 3 inches. Hit enter. I'm going to hit the check mark. And then here's how you can check what you did. Right click with your mouse and you can drag it around and you can see now how you have your cube. You can also go over here and click on this underneath the cube and click on isometric. Every time you change something from 2D to 3D, I recommend doing that to make sure it did what you wanted it to. Okay, so that's the first time you made something 3D through step 7. Step 8, we are going to draw on the top of the cube. Okay, and we're going to draw a circle that is 2 inches. So we're sketching on the top of the cube, making a 2-inch circle. Okay, so I'm going to click on my top view over here on the cube, so it's right here. I'm going to click on sketch, and it's going to say, where do you want to sketch? Do not click on the overall top. This is the top plane. Click on the top of the actual cube you just made. See how it's highlighted yellow versus this? You want the cube. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in so I can see better. In the top of it, you need a 2-inch circle, and then you extrude it out 1.5 inches. So, circle tool right here. I'm going to try to find the center of it. Here's how you find the center. Don't click, but take your mouse and follow down the yellow line until that square shows up. That means it's halfway down that line. And now you're going to do the same thing over here, and OnShape will remember. So as you bring this down, boom, that's the center of it. So I take this right here, and then I make it as big as I want. I can make it super small because as soon as I do that, it says, how big do you want it? Okay, 2 inches. Okay, so that's 2 inches right here. Now you're going to extrude it up 1.5 inches. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can go ahead and hit the check mark and then hit extrude separate, or you can just extrude that right here. So you can just hit extrude, and we're going to change 1 to 1.5 like the directions say. Hit the check mark, and now if I right click and turn, you see how that sticks out now? It didn't do that before. So isometric view, you see that. And now we're going to draw a square on the front. So start a sketch on the front of your cube, not on the front plane, front of the cube, and you're going to extrude it out 1.5 inches. So front view, sketch on the front of this. Center point rectangle, we'll make sure it's in the center. So center point, not corner. Okay, so find the center here, find the center on this line there, drag it over, start it here, and then you just drag it out, and it says, how big do you want it? 2 enter. How big do you want that one? 2 enter. Hit your check mark, go back here and it says, how big to extrude it? 1.5. So extrude button, what do you want to extrude? That. By how much right here? 1.5, enter. Check mark. Now that sticks out right here. Okay, so there's that. Now we are on step 13 in the final step. We're going to draw a weird shape on the side. We're going to remove extrude it and call it a day. So we're on the right side. So click to the right. So you're drawing on the right of the thing you've been making. Sketch. Where do you want to sketch? Again, you want on the side of the thing you're making, not the right plane. See, if I click here, it says right plane. I don't want that. I want it to be able to say face of extrude 1, which is this right here. Okay. See, if I hover it, it shows that that yellow spot's where I'm doing it. Okay. So spline, just draw a weird shape. I really don't care what it looks like as long as it's school appropriate. Okay. Hit your check mark. Hit the extrude button and change it to remove, and then change it to 1.5. So extrude button, what do you want to extrude? This weird shape we just made. So click right there. You want to change the add right here to remove. That way it cuts material away from it. Change the 1 to 1.5. Hit enter. Hit your check mark. And now you can see that that sticks into the shape. Now when you turn this in, the big key right here that I want you to be able to do, don't take a screenshot like this because I can't see what's 3D, okay? Or I can't even see everything you did here. So go to your isometric view, because if you do that, look, I can see the cutout, I can see the circle, and I can see the square. Maybe you want to zoom in so that it's bigger. Take this screenshot, go to Canvas, turn it in. This assignment's done.